across the state and across town. I took the request of doing the words of remembrance, so I wrote down a few words and a little poem. And Donnie Medved was from Crookston, Minnesota. Growing up in the 1930s during the Depression, she was the middle of 9 children. There were 8 girls and 1 boy. Early on in life, she was taught the value of a dollar and how to use it wisely. She used to tell the story about how she was embarrassed when she would kneel down in church and worry about the people seeing the taped up holes on the bottom of her shoes. The money was tight. She would gladly accept her 1 penny a week allowance. She would love to go to the 5 and dime store and get candy. Mom loved candy. It was such a treat for her that it would be sacrificed for 40 days annually during Lent. Donnie's first husband was Leslie Martin. Les was the love of her life. After 2 unsuccessful attempts, they were blessed with 6 healthy children. They built their dream home just outside of Wadena, Minnesota, on 80 acres. In Minnesota, there were horses for the girls, a boat for the lakes, snowmobiles for the winter, and a camper in the summer. There were trips out west with the whole family and the dog, in the back of the pickup with the camper going down the highway with a pot roast cooking them back. Times were great in Minnesota. Tragically, in 1971, Les Martin lost his life in a hunting accident. Donnie became a single mother of 6. Through God's grace, Jim Medved became aware of the devastating loss of Les and opened his heart and his home to the Martin family. The family moved to California, and Mom and Jim were married in 1973. Jim Medved became a husband, a father, and a grandfather all at once. They purchased their home here in East Bluff, where Donnie lived for 50 years. Donnie attended church here at Our Lady Queen of Angels for 50 years. She volunteered as a greeter and donated weekly to the basket. Mom loved her church and her family. She loved starting the day with the Orange County Register, coffee, and crossword puzzles. She loved getting up early on weekends and going to garage sale with friends, especially Ginger and Irma. She had no problem admitting that most of her house was garage sale purchase. Mom loved Christmas. Every year, many of the presents under the tree were labeled "From Santa." We all know where they were from. Donnie would endure some major losses throughout her life. After losing 2 husbands, Les and Jim, she suffered the loss of 3 of her children, Jim, Julie, and Linda. And after 98 years of life, to see most of her friends passing away as well. After all that, she remained steadfast in her faith and strength, moving with the display of nobility that we all strive for. Now Donnie's looking down on all of us as she prays for our collective happiness in a religious stampede towards our well-being. May God bless her soul. Heaven is a better place now that Donnie Medved has entered the space. We remember Donnie here today as we gather, mourn, and pray. She is in our hearts and in our minds as we open our arms to the peace that she finds. The impact she had on her family and friends was truly genuine, no need to pretend. Her love, her care, her willingness to please, all who passed through her door were made to feel at ease. Her strength through the years and her powerful faith became the moment that Donnie created. A righteous path Donnie would embrace as she scattered sunshine and exemplified grace. Her home full of treats such as pies, jam, and jelly. Her goal when you left was to have a full belly. From holidays and birthdays and friends far and near, her door was open, the message was clear. Come one, come all with treatment of respect, the laughter, the fun, and the memories we collect. As the Our Father was recited from the air in her lungs, the guidance was followed with perhaps a gift of tongues. As we process dark times the best we can handle,